All right, good afternoon, Special Olympics Kansas and Facebook Live. Welcome to Community Involvement Thursday with Juice Plus. They're going to be teaching us how to use a garden tower, I believe. So we're going to do our question of the day. Say your name and your favorite type of fruit or vegetable juice that you have out there. So we'll start off with Seth. Go ahead.
Sunny D.
Thank you. Birthday boy. Carrie.
Carrie and Sunny D.
Oh my goodness. All right, Carol, go.
My name is Carol, and my name is I like baked potato and watermelon.
Nice. Becca.
Hi, my name is Becca Henderson. My favorite kind of juice are orange juice, apple juice, and cranberry juice.
Very good. Kaylee.
My name is Kaylee McLaughlin. My favorite is V8.
Good one. Luke.
Hi, my name's Luke. I'm a health passenger and I'm with the Manhattan Special Olympics. And my favorite drink is blue raspberry Jolly Rancher drink flavor. Apple juice.
Nice. Gigi.
Hey, I'm Gigi Fisher, and my favorite juice is orange juice and cranberry juice.
Very good. Tony.
My name is Tony, and my favorite juice is apple juice.
Very good. And Maria.
My name is Maria, and my favorite juice is like a cucumber lime with chia seeds.
Awesome. Thank you all. And real fast, for those of you drinking Sunny D, you need to stop because that has absolutely no real fruit juice in it whatsoever. So if you drink Sunny D,
It's just full of sugar.
yeah, it's like sugar water. It's like Kool-Aid. So find something that has 100% juice in it if you decide to drink juice. So very warm welcome to our friends with Juice Plus for their third month. Once again, Miss Kim and Andrea are here to talk to you guys today about some gardening tips and a new way to garden as well. So Miss Andrea and Kim, introduce yourselves and tell us your favorite juice being from Juice Plus. Go ahead, Andrea.
Looks like she froze.
It looks like she
Yeah.
froze. Okay, I'll go while she's unfreezing. My name. Uh-oh.
Go ahead. We're good.
Okay. My name is Kim Wells. Good to see you all again. I don't do a lot of juice, but my favorite would be grapefruit juice. That's been my favorite lately. And I'm excited to get to just talk with you today. We're going to talk about growing tips and what that looks like, whether you're growing traditionally, or we'll get to show you the fun tower gardens that my family's been growing on for 9 years now, inside and outside. And I will share this because I do not have a green thumb at all. So is there anybody else on this call that that cannot grow even a house plant or grow a vegetable or anything? Okay, you're right there with me because I really don't have any other house plants in my house. But what I love is that I'm able to grow on this and produce food for our family. Like I said, we started this when my kids were probably in middle school and they're now college and college graduate. But I've loved being able to add this in and get fresh produce into our family. So I'll share more about that, but we're all about inspiring healthy living and helping, each one of us eat a little healthier, think about sustainability, think about, what are you doing for your health and those that you love? And I'm going to turn it over to Andrea and see if she can share now.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. I'm in my basement, so I think that's maybe why it's freezing, but that's where my tower garden is. So I hope this will work. But anyway, I'm Andrea, and my favorite juice is pomegranate juice. Yeah, so we're here to just talk about growing tips and show you maybe a little different way to grow your vegetables. But my first question is, does anybody have a garden that they're growing fruits and vegetables in at all? Kaylee? Yeah? I'm on my phone, so I can't see everybody, but
Kaylee and Jesse. Anybody else?
Jesse, okay.
I have my own garden at home already, but I don't help with it, but we plant fruits and or vegetables already.
Awesome.
Luke, did you get started with yours yet?
Not yet. My package hasn't come.
Okay. Oh, right. Sorry. Yes, your starter kits. Okay, so quick update. Your starter kits are coming out tomorrow, just so you know.
Oh, is that a starter kit for veggies?
Yes, yes.
Love it. That's awesome.
Yep. We've
Oh,
got
awesome.
yeah, we've got like peat pellets and a hand shovel and some gloves and peat pellets and seeds, garden journal, ruler. I think that's it. Pens and pencils.
Well, this was good timing then.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, absolutely. So, can anybody tell me
Probably back.
that is absolutely needed to grow plants? Kaylee.
Sunlight,
Yeah. Sunlight, absolutely. You gotta have sun. If there's no sun, they're not gonna grow, right? Okay, what else?
Sunshine
Yeah. Sunshine.
and get these.
Easy.
Gigi has her hand up.
Shovels and like dirt and different things to put the seeds in.
Right. Soil.
Soil.
Yeah, that's exactly. That's where all the nutrients are, isn't that so?
Give these plants a good vitamin soil for the Indeed.
So yeah, the soil provides those
Well,
nutrients.
Okay. Well, let's cover 3 more.
Oh, Andrea? Yeah, she might be freezing up a little bit. Okay, what else?
Water.
Water. Okay, so we've got sunshine, water,
Well-
nutrients, soil.
Give it lots of water. And let the sun shine and keep watering the plants every day. If the ground's still wet, they'll don't water it if they're still good.
Right. Right. I'm gonna go upstairs, see if I can
What else?
get
Anything
better
else?
reception.
These are great things, and I'm glad that you're getting packets of stuff because you're gonna need all this. Yes, Becca.
My parents will help me on that too.
Potting plants, if you wanna do a potting plant.
Yes, so sometimes you might do a pot, a container for your plants. And I'll tell you one that's really good. If you ever plant mint, if you like mint, I would plant that in a pot and not in the ground because it will take over everything. But you can even do tomatoes in a pot or you can put them in the ground. So depending on where you are and how much ground you have that you can dig up, you can always do, you can plant them in pots and containers just as easily. All right, Andrew, are you back with us?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, so I just came upstairs so we can look at Kim's tower garden. So, okay, yeah, awesome. Those are absolutely things that you need to have to grow vegetables, and have them actually produce some vegetables and fruits for you. So, our sunlight, we need a lot of sun, so at least half the day. And so with our tower garden, like what's behind Kim there, you need at least 5 to 6 hours of sunshine every day. But as you can kind of see, hers is not outside, right? She's got her tower garden inside growing things. And so she has growing lights that are attached to the garden. And that's the sunlight that she's getting. So Kim, what are you growing on there mostly?
Right inside, and I already told you, I don't have very good luck at growing except on a tower garden. So inside, I grow lettuces and herbs. So you'll see a lot of different varieties of lettuce right now. Everything from, sorry, my phone's going off. I forgot to turn my volume off. I have a lot of kinds of romaine. Usually I have kale, and I don't have kale. I'm getting ready to plant more kale. This is a pak choi. Can you see this one? So the leaves, look how the leaves are like green. Okay, that's pak choi. This is romaine. Who likes romaine in this? Who likes just a romaine green Caesar salad or that kind of lettuce.
Awesome. Yeah. So, outdoors, if you're growing things like tomatoes and squash and cucumbers and things like that, we need
And
We need
cauliflower.
and sunflowers, right? We need pollinators to come and pollinate all those flowers so that they will grow the fruit and the vegetable. But indoors, we don't have those pollinators. So that's why Kim is growing a lot of things that self-pollinate, like all the lettuces and herbs and things like that. And my tower garden looks very much like that. I'm growing pretty much everything she is as well. So the next thing that you need that somebody had mentioned is the soil, because that's where all the nutrients are. Well, on a tower garden, we don't have soil. So we grow our seeds in something called rock wool, and then it goes into these little pods that she can show you, and then it's watered. But it's actually a non-soil growing. So how are we getting nutrients? We actually have a liquid nutrient solution you pour into the water. So in a minute, we'll tell you how the tower garden works, and then you'll see how those roots are getting the nutrients even without soil. But of course, if you're planting outside, you need soil or in a pot. So yeah, so you do need soil, but in the tower garden, it's just a little bit different because the nutrients are coming from a liquid we put in the water. So then the other thing is the water. So you need, someone mentioned you don't want to water too much, but also you don't want to just depend on rain. Here it doesn't rain as much. Some parts of the country it rains a lot, but some parts we don't get that much, depending on the time of year. So you definitely want to make sure you're keeping your soil moist. Otherwise, your vegetables are just not going to produce, or you might get a little bit. Like the tomatoes might not turn red, things like that. So you definitely want to make sure that your plants are watered. So with the tower garden, we have a timer on it so that water is pumped up the tower, rains down the tower on the roots, and then it's off for a while. So it's not getting too much water, getting just the right amount. So Kim, do you want to talk about that and kind of show it a little bit on your tower, how the pump would pump the water up and water those plants?
Yeah, so and I don't know if you can see very well the base of the tower. Can you see down here? So down here, this is a tub full of water. It holds about 20 gallons of water. And then there's just a pump down in here, and it just turned off, but if we're on for a few more minutes, you'll hear it again. It pumps the water up all the way through the cylinder to the top, and then it rains down on those roots. If we have time, I'll show you, I'll screen share and I'll show you a picture of what it looks like from a bird's eye view into the tower, because I think it's pretty cool. And one thing that when we're talking about the dirt, and Andrew was talking about the dirt, this doesn't have any soil. When you're out there and you're planting in your garden, what's one thing that you have to keep doing each week in order for your plants to grow and other things not to take over? What's something that you have to
Water.
Okay, you gotta water, but there's something else that likes to grow right alongside those veggies that we don't want growing, right?
Oh, the bugs and
Is that Luke or Jess?
Never overflow the garden if you fill up too much water.
Too much water, yes, but there's something else I'm thinking of. It's oftentimes green. It's just not what we want to eat. Haley.
We want it wet.
Weeds. Yes.
Oh.
Those pesky weeds, right? They
Yes.
grow, and so when you're out there planting, you're going to have to keep up making sure that those weeds don't take over. And otherwise, if they grow too much and your lettuce and your tomatoes don't have any room to grow, right? With the nice thing that I love with this is I don't have to do any weeding. There's no weeds that grow in this system. But you guys, you're growing out in those of you who are getting your packs and you grow out in the soil, you're gonna have to remember to go out and pull those weeds consistently, okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. That is a total plus. No weeds. But we this weekend, just real quick, we went out to my son and daughter-in-law's house, and they live out in the country, and they had a man come and till up a big square of their yard and their in the soil and till it up, and then we went out and helped them plant. We planted corn and tomatoes, sunflowers, beans and peas and cucumbers and cauliflower and watermelon. So it was a ton of work. We went out there and spent all afternoon growing, but it was really fun. We had a great time with them, and good exercise. But it was a lot of work. So that's kind of another plus with the tower garden is you just kind of pop your seed in and you're done. But so it's got a lot of advantages. But I love going outside and gardening too. It's fun to garden the traditional way. Let's see, what else did we talk about? We wanted to defend against pests. Someone said something about bugs. I mean, we have good bugs. We want lots of bees and butterflies and pollinators, but then there's lots of bugs that love to eat our plants and kill them, and then we don't get to eat them. So
What about animals like that can attract the corn, like deer?
Yep, that's true too. And bunnies and squirrels. Yeah, a lot of gardens, you have to put up some kind of a barrier so that they don't get in. I know that can be a major problem. Even if we put a tower garden outside, we get pests like aphids sometimes, and little flies and little worms and, pesky things, like little things you can't really see sometimes. And then all of a sudden you look at a plant, it's like, uh-oh, something's attacking it. So, you don't want to spray your vegetables with a lot of chemicals. You want to, use something that's real natural. So something like a mixture of water with maybe some olive oil and a little bit of soap. Like I use Castile soap because it's not a degreaser. You don't want it to make a big coating on your leaves and your plants, but something natural that the bugs don't like. So definitely we want some bugs and some bugs we don't want, right? But be careful with the pesticides, and no matter how you garden. Let's see here. So you guys talked about getting some packets in the mail. So can anybody tell me one thing you're going to grow with when you get your vegetable garden going?
Kyler?
I'm going to think about it like growing maybe vegetables like another tomatoes.
Yeah, tomatoes, yum.
Tomatoes are so good homegrown, aren't they?
Yeah, and I'm thinking about it making salsa.
Mm-hmm.
Like we bought a small jar, you can make jelly or something like that. I'm thinking about making salsa. That's what I'm making.
That sounds good. You might want to grow some cilantro then too.
That's what I have too.
Yeah, awesome. Bo, did you have your hand raised?
Yeah. I'm going to get my garden going. I'm going to put a fence around. You know why? I have to put a fence around it. Keep my dogs out it.
Dogs.
And I'm doing tomato, peppers, jalapenos, and peppers. And sometimes I make my salsa and my green pepper. I sometimes make it to make stuffed peppers in it too. And sometimes in how much I got left, how many tomatoes, my peppers, and how many tomatoes I have left. Sometimes I get to my family and to my sister and then people,
Nice. Thank you. That sounds great.
Can you grow mint also, or like spearmint? Is that best to grow indoors or outdoors, or does that matter either way?
You
probably
go ahead, Andrea.
I was going to say probably either way.
Okay.
But like Kim said, in a pot is good, so it doesn't take over. But it smells good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're going to grow, Gigi?
No, I already have a garden already at home, and we like to go out and get like spearmint and put it in watermelon, and it's really good that way. Just put a little bit in with the watermelon, and you could taste the difference between without the spearmint and with the spearmint.
Yum. I'll have to try that.
That sounds good. And there's depending on what seeds you got, herbs are really easy to grow for the most part. And those are easy if you don't have a lot of space, you can put them in pots. So not just mint, but basil or dill or the cilantro. I grow them all in my tower garden, but you can grow them, in a dirt, but pots are really easy. And then, a little bit of those really makes a lot of your foods taste really good
Yeah.
when you just add a little bit of those herbs to your
Yeah.
cooking that you're doing.
Thank you.
Yeah. Basil is one of my favorite ones to grow. I don't know if anybody else likes basil, but
So let's see here. Kim, do we want to talk a little bit about just kind of so the tower garden is literally like a piece of technology. I mean, it runs, hey, you need electricity, and it's just really neat how it works. So do you kind of go through that a little bit real quick, how it works? Do you want, maybe you have that video you wanted to share? I'm not sure.
oh, you know what? And I forgot to pull the video up, but I do have some pictures. Jesse, how are we doing on time?
We're doing great. I can let you share your screen. And then just a heads up, Becca has her hand raised.
Oh, missed that. I'm sorry, Becca.
Well, it blends right in with your background. Thank you.
I would like to grow spinach and lettuce, like different kinds of lettuce and spinach. And I would like to make cilantro because I love cilantro in my Mexican food.
Ooh.
Yep.
Yum. Awesome.
There's a lot of you that sounds like, there are a lot of you like Mexican food. We've got salsa, which is a great thing to make. And you, Becca, you want Mexican. Anybody else like Mexican?
Yeah, I was gonna say, we did a question of the day one time. We did, what was your favorite type of food? And everyone said Mexican food. It was awesome.
That's great. That's great. You know what? I did just pull up the video. So I'm going to pull up a quick video. I've got some pictures if we have time, but if not, it's about a 1.5 minute video that just shows you how the tower garden works. And I really like this because one, it's more sustainable. All of us need to be growing plants and eating lots of fruits and vegetables. It's better for our health. It's better for the environment. And this is just a super easy way, whether it's inside. My other tower will be outside here shortly. I know Jesse saw it when we met him a few months ago. He saw ours there as well.
Yeah.
So let me share this real quick. And can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Tower Garden's state-of-the-art aeroponic vertical garden system uses both water and air to produce more colorful, better-tasting, and incredibly nutritious fruits, vegetables, and herbs. Tower Garden has a 20-gallon reservoir at its base that stores the Tower Tonic nutrient solution. Developed by experts in plant and human nutrition, Tower Tonic Mineral Blend enables superior plant growth and better nutrition from your Tower Garden produce. The process begins once the seedlings have been placed in your tower garden. Here they will be nourished with Tower Tonic nutrient solution. Inside the reservoir is a small, low-wattage submersible pump. The pump pushes the nutrient solution up through the tower to the top. From there, the nutrient solution drips through the central tower using a special device that evenly cascades the solution over the exposed plant roots. On the journey down the tower, the nutrient solution feeds the roots and becomes highly oxygenated as it cascades gently down the reservoir. This process is continuous, providing fresh oxygen, water, and nutrients to the roots of the plants. This patented aeroponic process enables food crops to grow faster than they would in soil, so they can be harvested more often. And it makes Tower Garden the healthier, easier, smarter way to grow your produce.
All right. Well, I like that video. Hopefully it shows just a little bit of how the water and how this tower garden works. What do you guys think? Any questions? Yes.
So to make a garden like that, does it always have to start with dirt?
To make a traditional garden, you're going to always have to have dirt on a traditional garden. Yes. For this, the dirt would ruin the system. So there are two different ways of growing, but they both produce, you know, the food and the produce that we all need to eat.
Okay.
Other questions?
Becca?
Oh,
The dogs must be barking. Yep.
Where would you get, how can you make a gardening tower? And where would you get the stuff for making one?
you know what? That's part of the Juice Plus company. So we do market the tower gardens. So you can get them
Okay.
from Andrew or I, and we ship them directly to your house. If you're since we're all here in the United States and Canada, we all can have a tower garden. So yeah, if you want more information, well, Jesse can connect us.
Send it to
Okay.
me and I'll send it to you, Becca.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Maybe
Yeah.
I can do that to my garden too. Like it would be good environment. Like it's easy, like for me, like next year next spring, I don't want to go to my garden, dig the hole, pull the weeds. It's not fun for me. Maybe I'll think about it, do that.
Think about it.
Tyler,
I
you
guess
think like me. I love it.
I have a question on the water pump. Is it battery powered or plug-in?
It is plug-in. So there's only one. I don't know if you can see this. Let me see if I can show you. There's one plug. So there's a timer on
Okay.
it, and it is one simple plug-in for electricity for the lights and the timer for the pump. And once you set it, I told you I'm really like a lazy gardener, so I'm going to be really impressed to see all your gardens have through the summer. But all you do is the timer, it runs on its own. It just plugged in. You set the lights. These lights are on about 14 hours, so they're on all day when the plants would be getting sunshine outside, and then the lights are off when those plants should be sleeping at night, just like our bodies.
Oh, that's
water
awesome.
Do you have to put in, how much water do you have to put in there?
So we have two models. This is our bigger one. This one is 20 gallons at the bottom. We have one that runs the same. It's just smaller, a little bit skinny, and it's a 13-gallon tank at the bottom. Both of them can grow baby greens too. We didn't talk about microgreens.
Oh, yeah, they're good sorts.
That are really good for you too. And both of those towers, you can do that. You can grow those on as well.
How much do they cost for a hydroponics system?
You know what? So anywhere between $50 to $80 a month for 12 months. Depends on if you grow inside, outside, you want, the lights or not. So what I love is that you should be, if we're eating enough, right, we should be eating 9 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables every day. I know we've talked about this before, and it's hard to do, right? I can't remember our numbers, but none of us were up there for that 9 to 13. But so we're spending about $10 or $15 a week on produce. That's the cost of the tower, which I love. So
Kind of a little bit of a trade-off.
yeah, and now I grow. This tower is 9 years old, so and we grow for free. So I save my family a lot of money on produce because we grow it, and I'm not having to spend any money now.
Right. And it really does, if you're growing indoors during the winter months and outdoors in the summer or however, it pays for itself within a year and a half or 2 years. Because like Kim said, if you're eating enough, you're eating your fruits and vegetables, right? Or your vegetables, at least right off of there.
I'll tell you, it's fun. We did smoothies with you guys last time. As I just cut greens, I come over and I'll just cut a bunch of lettuce and I throw it in my smoothie. Because I don't know about you, but I don't typically eat veggies for breakfast, but we know they're good for us, right? So those just go in my smoothie and you don't taste them. And then oftentimes for dinner, it's a salad, either as our main dinner or lunch, or a side salad, right? Because I've got fresh greens here. So the more produce we can get in our bodies, the more fruits and veggies, the healthier we're going to be. And this is the fun, easy way to get some fresh produce in. Yeah, other questions? Oh, Luke?
Yeah, we use that black thing, like my parents made a garden bed a long time ago. We use that black thing to lay on the ground and they put it on the side of it so that way it can block the dirt from the ground so there'll be no more weeds. I can't remember what's it called. Was it like a black turf or something? I can't
Yeah,
remember.
I know what you're talking about. I don't know if I know the name of it either, Luke, but just it's like a black covering that helps so those weeds don't come through as much. Yeah, you have
it's
to
a lot
dig.
easy. It's a lot easier to do.
We
Yeah.
have little fences behind, or we have little fences behind on ours. I can see outside, and we have little fences to keep like the rodents and the bugs and stuff out. And then like whenever it gets cold out, my dad just throws a blanket over it to keep the plants to where they're not gonna die.
Yeah, that's just good. You know, something else you can plant that helps keep some animals away is marigolds.
Yeah.
If you put marigolds around your vegetables, some of the animals don't like marigolds. I don't know why, but that's something else that that's pretty and you can plant around.
Like mosquito don't like marigolds.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
I
Okay.
didn't know that either.
That's why my dad tell me, like, every time we buy marigold, like at Lowe's or Home Depot, my dad tell me to say marigolds, mosquito don't like marigolds. All the type of bug don't like it.
So that's why I like learning stuff because I did not know that.
Yeah.
I have a citronella.
Good to know.
plant.
Thank you.
They have the citronella plant. I got one of them out here. It's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon? Yeah, that's a good idea too. I love being outside, but I don't love to get eaten by mosquitoes.
No, not at all.
Oh, anybody else have a favorite thing they grow? Or another tip? Because I just learned from Tyler. I love this.
I know my dad uses hay to cover the ground. I know like they have black tarp, but they also something about hay protects the seeds and stuff like that from birds or whatever trying to eat the seeds out of the ground.
I get those.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Becca?
I like to grow cherry tomatoes because I've been doing that for a long, long time, but I haven't done it since then. But that's when like using one of those hanging basket things, like to grow cherry tomatoes.
Yeah,
that's always has been my favorite thing, and picking them out of my grandma's, out of my grandparents' garden as well. So.
Yum. That's great.
All right. Is there any other questions before we go?
Oh, Bo?
Sometimes I go get my tomatoes and my jalapenos and the peppers at the store. I don't have to do the seed. It's all ready to go. And I put sometimes after I get my seed, my plants in, I put hay around it.
Oh,
Hay.
okay. Good, okay. Yeah, and it has like the Bonnie plants where you put it in the ground. It's already like biodegradable, so it just goes right in the hole. And
Yep. What I do.
Mhm.
I
Cool.
put hay inside it too, around my doctor.
I think you all have to take some pictures of your gardens this summer. And if you send them to Jesse, he can pass them on to us. I would love to see what you guys are growing.
I would too.
Okay.
And I hope you eat lots of them.
What's it? Healthy Athletes Kansas. Yeah, I put them on there. Yep.
Yep. Yeah, I was gonna say we've got all of our planting photos this week. They're posted on our Facebook group. Yep.
Oh, can we go to the Facebook page and look at it?
Healthy Ethics of Kansas. Talk to
Yep.
him, but yep, that's where it is.
Yeah, we'll have to invite him. Oh, Tyler's showing us where it's at.
Thanks, Tyler.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh. Tyler, log in before you share your screen because don't put this on Facebook Live, buddy. All right, log in and then show us.
And while you're logging in, Tyler, I will share, if anybody wants to learn more about the Tower Garden, there is a Tower Garden talk next Wednesday, May 12th at 7 p.m. and we can give Jesse the information.
Yeah.
Is that on Zoom, Kim?
That will be on Zoom, and it's a gal who well, you'll hear more about the Tower Gardens, but also see it in a classroom because we have the curriculum written for classrooms. So a lot of schools, all ages, use Tower Gardens in their curriculum for a lot of different ways to learn. So just another chance if you are interested. That is coming up next week.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, boy.
Okay,
There
here's
it is.
here's my
Wow.
garden.
Oh, nice, Tyler.
That's great.
Yeah, I was
Wow.
also.
Keep it up, Tyler.
I put the fence around.
Mhm.
Like see the last year we planted cherry tomatoes, like it get bigger. We harvested a lot of cherry tomato last year. Here's the big boys tomato, and back here is our peppers, and this two
You're
right
doing blueberries too, right, Tyler?
yeah, it's doing good. Is back there,
Okay.
like back in the fence.
Uh-huh.
2 red peppers. Yeah, so far my garden's looking good.
Yeah, it is. That looks nice.
Wow. You're amazing.
Like
Going
that.
on like challenge.
Beautiful.
All right.
Oh, that looks great.
Yeah, very good. Wow, I'm
Oh,
impressed.
you know what? I had a question. I guess what was it when they said post? What was it? I don't know if it's related, but the healthy meal per week for the grow a garden. If it's anything in general, or you have to use the veggies or fruit that you're growing.
Nope, you don't have to use the fruit or veggies that you're growing. So any healthy meal. So it could be oatmeal, it could be strawberries, anything you're eating that's healthy.
Have Tyler go back and show like what I did. Tyler, go back and show what I did a couple days ago on the healthy athletes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like go back what you have.
Like the meal I did.
Okay,
Keep going.
go back up. Oh,
Yep.
right here.
Right here. Right here.
Oh yeah,
right
that
here.
looks yummy.
Like that.
I saw-
That's what you do, Brandon. And then people can comment and say if it's healthy or not. And then
Wow.
that's
Okay.
what I had that
That
day.
looks healthy.
It was
Yeah, it does.
watermelon, strawberries, potatoes, blueberries, chicken, and cucumber salad.
Like
Okay.
I let's see. Last week I had for dinner. Where I post, I have chicken with grilled potato right here.
Oh yeah, that looks good.
I have potatoes, green beans, red potato, mushroom, tomatoes. Cheese is dairy. I think I might have a healthy dinner.
Did you have a little bit of watermelon there, Tyler? By the
No.
cheese?
No,
What's
that's
that red? What's that?
that's-
Or is that tomatoes?
That's tomatoes.
Okay. Oh man, I love tomatoes.
Brandon, I didn't used to like tomatoes, but I eat them now, don't I, Jesse?
You do.
And that's what happened to me too. When I was younger, I hated them, but I loved ketchup. And now it's like now I'm eating.
All
more just-
right. That's good. All right. Should we close down for today and tell Juice Plus thank you?
Yes.
All right.
We
Count
can.
of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Thank you,
Thank
Andrea and
you.
Kim.
Oh,
Thank you
You're
so much.
welcome. Thank you
You're
for
welcome.
having us.
You're
That was
welcome.
fun.
All right, I'll get those resources out to our athletes today. And then thank you so much for joining us this Thursday for Virtual Health and Fitness. This concludes our week, and we will see you guys on Monday. Sound good?
yep.
All right,
Yep.
we'll see you guys then.
Thanks so
All right,
much.
see
Good to see you all.
Bye. Thanks.
Thank you. Yep.
But